Climate change is a well-known controversial topic in today's society and has been affecting not only us, but the earth and animals as well. According to NASA, climate change is a long-term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates.
We have a problem. Climate change and global warming are major issues rising within our global community. The major contributor to that problem are people that do not believe in such a thing. Here, I have a scientist that likes to give their opinion.
If climate change is real, where is the evidence?
Let's start at square one. Here, we start with our own factories that produce a large amount of carbon dioxide within our own atmosphere, trapping heat within it. Why is that important? Let me show you. Normally, within a normal clean atmosphere, the heat from the sun comes in and leaves the atmosphere, producing the right amount of heat for us. No problem whatsoever. However, with greenhouse gases, we are creating a layer of these such gases that trap heat within it. As you see here, the heat just keeps bouncing back and forth between the greenhouse gases and our Earth, and eventually leaves our atmosphere much later, producing global warming, thus in turn climate change. Why is this important? Well, as the Earth heats up, we are losing the ice caps, losing Greenland, and creating wildfires within forests such as the Amazon and California. Why am I emphasizing this? Well, we as a human race are all affected by all these changes. If we don't take any serious action soon, we will all end up on a burning world.
Okay, you provide some good evidence, but there's other people out here that doesn't believe climate change exists.
You're right, such as our very own president, Donald Trump.
Climate change has been a debatable topic more so over recent years. Although climate change has affected the environment, some people believe it is still just a hoax. Donald Trump is one of many disbelievers of climate change.
President Trump believes climate change is a hoax. We know this because he has said it over and over again.
So Obama's talking about all of this with the global warming and that, and a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay? It's a hoax.
Just recently, a debatable spark has started from the United States withdrawing from the Paris Agreement, originally signed by recent President Barack Obama, that deals with climate change.
But what disbelievers don't know is for the past few decades, the effects of climate change has had negative effects, such as the Amazon fire. With a significant portion of the Amazon forest on fire, a large amount of carbon dioxide was released into the atmosphere from the burning trees, intoxicating the air even more. Adding to the damage already and still being done by factories today, throughout the past decade, carbon emissions have been focused in regions such as Africa, South America, and in some areas within more developed countries, there are spikes of carbon emissions. The rise in global temperature has been directly correlated to the vast increase of these greenhouse gases being produced and stored within the Earth's own atmosphere. Carbon dioxide forms the majority of these greenhouse gases. The reason greenhouse gases are correlated to the global temperature increase is because the gases prevent heat from exiting the Earth's atmosphere. If this trend of increasing carbon emissions continue, the Earth will continue to heat up to critical levels.
I think it's a real thing and a real problem, and it's already happening around our world already. And we don't see it right now, but over time and year, it's gonna come to a point that we'll see it beneath our eyes.
I think a big portion of it is due to the industrial and business wise. Like a lot of the big companies like Coca-Cola, Dell, Nestle, they have been a big contributor since they produce a lot of the plastic, but they don't have a lot of initiatives to start recycling, start producing less plastic. So that's probably one of the main reasons.
At the moment, I am vaguely aware of what laws are in place, but I believe we should revise them so that we can enforce a stricter punishment for breaking those specific laws.
Guys, we're on air.
And welcome back to 730 RWS News. Today, we will be talking about the serious effects of climate change.
It is very important to be aware of climate change if you aren't already. Rising temperatures, increased levels of carbon dioxide, and melting ice caps has already made an impact on our way to breed and animal habitats. This poses new threats not only to our health but animals as well. In a New York Times article, a news report showed that failing to limit emissions would lead to infectious diseases, worsening air pollution, rising temperatures, and malnutrition.
That just sounds horrible, honestly. You know what we should do? We should reach out to our local politicians and senators and tell them to make a serious political change in order to change and save our planet. Here I have a list of other possible solutions that we should also take into account. We should, for one, save electricity, recycle, carpool, and ride bicycles in order to reduce our own carbon emissions, hang dry clothes, use reusable containers such as water bottles and Tupperware, eat more meat-free meals, buy local and organic produce, grow our own food in order to not be wasteful, switch to electric or hybrid vehicles. Oh, excuse me there. As well as flying less. Another solution I have here that will be greatly beneficial is to help plant more trees, as many as possible, to help reduce the amount of carbon dioxide that's already within our atmosphere.
We have breaking news. YouTuber Mr. Beast has recently started a tree campaign where he wants to plant at least 20 million trees by the end of 2020.
That's very interesting. I believe I heard something about that earlier today. Here, let's cut to the screen and see how we can get involved.
You can help contribute to this cause by donating to teamtrees.org. Go donate to your heart's content, and they're guaranteed to plant one tree for every dollar you donate. Be one of the millions of people that have already donated, including Elon Musk, who has donated over $1 million. So what are you waiting for? Go donate to teamtrees.org now.
And thank you for watching RWS News. We'll see you next time.